Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to do a drugstore makeup routine because I don't think I've ever really done a drugstore makeup routine before, which is crazy. So I've dived into all of my different drawers and shelves and found all my favourite kind of drugstore products and just kind of put something together for you, just sort of on the spot, what do I fancy doing. So it turned out to be sort of a copper bronzy lid with a lovely bright, almost corally red lip. Really hope you like this look. If you do, then please keep watching. Just applied some of the Drops of Youth serum from the Body Shop. It's a really good serum and much more inexpensive than some of the other high-end brands that I do like to use, but just as good really. I've also applied some of the Regen cream because it's just one of the best drugstore, high street drugstore moisturisers, and as you know I just love this stuff. I mean, it's like £3 or £4. You can get it from Home Bargains, from Asda, from Amazon. It's just super affordable, so I've gone with those. I'm then going to apply the L'Oreal True Match. This is in the shade N2 Vanille, and I'm going to use it on my Zoeva Silk Finish brush. I think it might be a little bit too dark. I'm also going through a really bad skin time at the moment, which is quite strange for me because I usually have quite, my skin's usually okay with me. I'm not usually that spot prone and everything else, but I'm just having a bit of an issue. I use some old skincare, I think it's an old Liz Earle product that I've had for a while, and I put some of that on, and then the next day all this side of my face came out. You might still be able to see it. It's almost like strange bubbly texture all over my skin, so obviously you can imagine I had a bit of a freak out about that. Okay, so just buff that in all over my face. It's actually a really lovely coverage, the True Match. Really nice shade actually. It's a little bit too dark because I haven't tanned in a while, I must admit. Drugstore concealer, I'll go with the Eraser Eye from, I think this is Maybelline Eraser Eye. I've got the colour Light. I'm sure you've seen this before. It's a really good little product, especially this like foam ball on the top. It just really helps to blend everything quite well, and really nice. I'm going to use my Real Technique sponge, one of the best things ever, and I would use my vitamin E face mist, which I use on everything, and loads of people are always like, what are you using? Oh, there's a little bit left, tiny bit left, yes. It's running out, otherwise I would use something else. But okay, we'll go with this then. So you're going to make your beauty blender nice and damp. This is literally the best tool. If you haven't invested in this yet, you really should. It's so good. Oh, I'm going to powder. Now my issue is I don't have any low-end powder, drugstore powder, but if I did I would have the Rimmel Stay Matte powder in translucent. That's what I'd use. So imagine I'm using that now. I've only recently thrown one of those out because I used it all. So I'm lacking for that, but let's just pretend that that is what I'm using, and I'm using it with the Real Techniques brush, the Duo Fibre face brush. This is in the NYX Pick set, and I love this brush for powder. It just dispenses the product so lightly and almost sieves out everything and only leaves a little bit on your face. I'm just going to put on a bit of the Blitzstacks Happy Lips. This is in the strawberry flavour and it's really nice. My lips are just so bad at the moment. My face feeling really sore, it's just ruined my lips. Gonna use the Super Glory Solar Powder. I'm just gonna try and even out this colour now. Down the neck. This is a really good bronzer. I know it's a big favourite of a lot of people, especially a lot of bloggers and YouTubers. It's really affordable and adds such a lovely colour. To use more though, oh, this is one of the brand new Real Techniques brushes, by the way. This is a 301 contour brush, beautiful. Just gonna add a little bit of that onto there. It's really kind of tightly packed though, so you really need a little bit. It just helps to really chisel that out. I think I'm just going to use this Body Shop in the shade Ginger All-in-One Cheek Colour, and I'm going to use that the most beautiful brush. This is the 300 brush from Real Techniques, their new Bold Metals collection. Add a little bit of that onto there. This is such a pretty brush. A really pretty shade as well, I love this shade. I'm going to use that dual fire brush just to blend a bit of that in together. The best thing I've ever used for brows in the low-end category is this from Beauty UK. It's got 4 different colours. You've got black, light brown, dark brown and a wax. I would always recommend though getting a really good brush. I think the better your brush is for eyebrows, the easier it is. So I'd always recommend that. I'm just going to a little bit of wax, a little bit of brown, a little bit of dark brown. You know me, I like my dark browns, especially for eyebrows. I really need to sort out my brows, they're in a really bad state. I don't know what is going on with these. Okay, so my favourite brow gel is the Body Shop eyebrow gel. It's so good. Can't find it. We don't know where that is. Now it's gone. So I'm just going to use the HD Brows Brow Beater. It does exactly the same thing, but this is more money. But if I did have it, I'd be using the Body Shop eyebrow gel right now. But just finishing off with a gel just helps keep it in place, removes any excess product that might be making them look a little bit strange, and it just helps to keep them in place. I'm just going to add a little bit of highlighter as well. I'm going to use the Body Shop Radiant Highlighter. This is such a pretty colour and I've actually never used this. I'm going to give this a go. In fact, I've never used it. It's even got the tag keeping it together like so. I'm going to use my Real Techniques buffing brush to get a little bit of that and just dab it on. This brush is gorgeous. This is the 200 from the Bold Metals collection. A really large eyeshadow brush. It's really pretty. I think I might use this actually. I'm going to use the Shimmer Cubes from the Body Shop. It's got Rich Espresso, Burnished Gold, Dusty Fawn and Warm Copper inside it. These could be some pretty nice shades. I'm going to try these. I'm going to go in with this first one. And my beautiful new brush. I'm going to use this to help me out. It's a really pretty shimmer. It's a little bit in a corner. I'm then going to take the 201 from the Bold Metals. I'm going to go with this one. I think this might be the Burnished Copper shade. Really pretty. This will be lovely, sort of a transitional crease shade, so I'm going to go with this. Just run that into the crease. Just going to take the Bold Metals 202 liner brush and use a bit more of that Burnished Copper just to line under here. So pretty. A little bit more of that sort of lemon gold, just to kind of break up the two shades a bit. I'm really liking having that like deep burnished gold underneath the eye. I think it looks really pretty. That's why I use all the colours in the palette. So I'm just going to go with this sort of darker darker gold. And I'm going to take that on another brush, another Real Techniques brush. Again, and just use a little bit of that. And I'm literally just going to put that into this edge, just as more of a transition shade between the burnished copper and the lemon gold. Just in the very outer corner, just a little bit more sparkle. I kind of feel like you've got all the colours, why not just throw them all on there? I'm going to use the darkest shade in that palette, which is like a dark blacky bronze shade, and with a wet brush just to pick up loads of product. I'm going to use that now to line my eyes. So really pushing it into the upper lash line. This is just so much easier when the product's wet. Or when the brush is wet, even better. That's really quite pretty. And now all that's left to do is lips and mascara. I'm going to use a shimmer eyelash curlers, but I also recommend Boots do ones that just say red on the back, like engraved. They're also really, really good. But I need to curl my lashes. I'd say for everyone, even if you have curly lashes or not, just give them a little bit of a pump with an eyelash curler. I'm going to use the L'Oreal Paris False Lash Telescopic, and I'm going to use that on my lower lashes. I find them really good for lower lashes. Do you know what? I'll give this a go. I'll give this a go on my upper lashes and let's see what happens. Last time I used it I was not keen, but we'll see. I might feel differently today. It's quite pretty actually. It definitely does lengthen and separates them really nicely. I think it's just for me, I just like a curl, but no mascara that's not waterproof is going to keep that curl in for me. To finish off with some lips, and I don't know, I think I might go with a red. Yeah, I'll go for a red. I'm going to go for Topshop's Hazard. Brand new, I've never used this, but I thought it was quite a lovely red. I'm going to take a lip brush with this actually so I can sort of get a line on the go. Oops, what have I done? Okay, so let's go for a line. Okay, now I've got a line, let's go fill that in with the bullet. It's a lovely cherry red though. Really, really like that. And I'm just going to finish it off with a gloss. I'm going to finish off with my Lime Crime Velveteens lipstick in Suede Berry. This is such a pretty, almost like a corally colour. I thought it would go really nice with sort of burnt orangey shades we've got going on. I'm just going to add a little bit more blush. Same again, Body Shop Ginger. And there we have it, a full drugstore makeup look. I can't believe I've not really ever done one of these before, and I do have so many amazing products from the drugstore that I just don't really dabble with, and I should do, and this is teaching me that I should definitely try and find them, take them out of my drawers and use them a lot more really, because they are so good. I really hope you like this. Also, of course, you don't have to use the exact same products I used. You can use anything that you've got that's very similar, but you can create a really similar look. So I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did enjoy it, please do give it a like, and that'll let me know I can do so many more drugstore looks if you really like them. Also, if you're new, then please subscribe, that'll be amazing. And if that's the case, I'll see you in my next one. Bye! Mwah.
Name 5 breeds of dog. Okay? Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
Poodle, pug, chihuahua,